Good morning, kids. I'm Teacher Lance and I'll be your teacher for today and for the rest of the semester. Today we're going to study mathematics and the topic that we will discuss will be number patterns, okay? So let's begin this class with a song. We will sing the Patterns Practice song by Scratch Garden.
Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. What comes next? I don't know what to do. What comes next? The color is blue. 6, 3, 3, 6, 3, 3, 6, 3. What comes next? Oh, what will it be? What comes next? The number is 3. Triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle. What comes next? I don't know what goes there. What comes next? The shape is a square. A, B, B, A, B, B, A, B, B, A. What comes next? I don't know what to say. What comes next? The letter is an A.
So now, we're going to study number patterns with a counting up by fives relationship. So we will learn how to do the pattern with the relationship of counting up by 5. So let's go and explore this topic. So, our example here is 5, 10, 15, and 20. So we have the first number 5, of course. And then we're going to add another 5 to this, which will make it 10. Because 5 plus 5, let's count it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the next number will be 10. And then to find out what the next number will be, we're just going to add another 10. So from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So the next number is 15. So we already have 5, 10, and 15. So to find out the next number, we're just going to do the next thing or the same thing. We will just add 5 again. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So the last number is 20. So we have the pattern 5, 10, 15, and 20. So that's it. That's how it works for the counting up by 5s. So here we're going to do an activity. We're going to find the next number in each pattern. So this is the first pattern. It is 23, 28, 33, and 38. So we will find out what will be the next number to this series, okay? So what is it? We're just going to add 5, okay? Because when we added 23, When we added 5 to 23, it became 28. When we added 5 to 28, it became 33. When we added 5 to 33, it became 38. So what will it be if we add 5 to 38? Let's count it. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and 43. So the next number will be 43. Very good, kids. You did a good job. So let's go to number 2. So for the number 2, we have 101, 106, 111, and 116. So what is the next number? Let's find it out. So we're just going to add 5 again. So let's start from 116. So it will be 117, 117, 118, 119, 120, and lastly 121. So the next number will be 121. Good job! So we're just going to do the same thing for the following example. So for the number 3, since the last number is 237, we're just going to add 5 into it and it will be 242. Very good. So now we're going to have another activity. We're going to write the next 4 numbers of each number pattern with the counting up by 5's relationship. So we just did the adding 5, right? Only once. So now we're going to do it 4 times and we will only be given one number. So we will decide what numbers will it be to put on that number. So let's go to number 1. We have 32. So we will add 5 again and again. Okay? So here we have 32 plus 5. It will become 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37. Therefore, the next number is 37. We got it. And then 37, another plus 5, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. So the next number will be 42. For the next number, we will do the same thing. 42 plus 5 is 47. And 47 plus 5 is 52. Okay? So that is how we do it. So let's go to number 2. We have 49. So we will add 5 into it. It will be 54. And 54 plus 5 will be 59. 59 plus 5 is 64. And lastly, 64 plus 5 equals 69. So I hope that you are getting it, okay? Number 3, 138. Number 3, we have 138. We're gonna do the same thing. 138 plus 5 will be 143. And then plus 5 will be 148. Plus 5 will be 153. And then another plus 5 will be 158. Okay? So let's go to number 4. We have the given number 307. So we're just going to add 5 into it and it will be 312. 312 plus 5 will be 317. 317 plus 5 will be 322. And 322 plus 5 will be 327. Okay, kids? So let's go to number 5. This is the last example for this, or this is the last given for this activity. So we're just going to do the same thing. 516 plus 5, it will be 521. Okay, 521 plus 5 will be 526. Very good. And 526 plus 5, it will be 531. And then lastly, 531 plus 5 will be 536. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to have another activity. Here we're going to continue the patterns too, but this time we're going to count up by tens and by 100s, okay? So let's go and try to do it. So here we have 10, 20, 30, and 40. So why do we have the following numbers? It is because we're going to count up by 10. Since we have the first number 10, we're going to add 10 to it. So 10 plus 10 will be 20. That's why we have 20 in here. And then we're going to add another 10, which gives us 30. And then 30 plus another 10 will be 40. Therefore, our sequence will be 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay? Good job, kids. So now, let's go to the following numbers. So now, we're going to counting up by 100s. So here we have 100, 200, 300, and then 400. So here we added 100 to find out what is the next number. So 100 became 200, 200 became 300, 300 to 400, okay? So it will be like this. So now let's go to the first number. Here in this activity, we're going to consider the relationship of each pattern and find the next number, okay? Let's find it out. For the number 1, we have 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So we will find out what is the next number by adding 10 into it. So 70 plus 10 is? Good job. The correct answer is 80. The correct answer is 80. So now let's go to number 2. 400 became 410, and then 420, 430, 440, and what do you think is the next number? Very good. The next number is 450 because we added 10 into it, okay? So for the number 3, we have 230, 330, 430, 530, and 630. So what do you think is the next number? Good job. The correct answer is 730. Okay? Here we added 100, okay, to make 230, 330, and then 330 became 430, and so on up to 730. Okay, so for the number 4, we have 315, 415, 515, 615, and 715. So let's find out the relationship, okay, that these numbers have. So we have 715 and 615. So what happened to those numbers? Good job! They increased by 100, which makes 617 to 717. So we're going to do the same thing. We will add 100 to 715 and it will become 815. So that is our answer for number 4. Okay. Good job, kids. You did a great thing for that activity. We're now having another activity, which in this time, we're going to rearrange these numbers to form each number pattern. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so in the previous activities, we have to guess or we have to find out what will be the next number. So this time, we have all the numbers already, but we're going to arrange them to find out the pattern, okay? So let's go to number 1. So here we have the numbers 125, 155, 135, and 145. So here we're going to find out which is the smallest number. So in this case, it is 125. So now we only have 155, 135, and 145 as the remaining numbers. So we will decide which is the smallest among them. So in this case, the smallest is 135. So since we only have two numbers left, which are 155 and 145, we will decide which of them is the smaller one. So here, I think the number that is smaller is 145. So we will put it down, and then since 155 is the only one that is remaining up there, so we are just going to put it on the last part, okay? So that is how to do it. Okay, so for the number 2, we have 200, 500, 400, 300. Okay, so we will decide which is the smallest. So here, the smallest number is 200. So we're going to put it down or write it down. So the next number is, okay, let's find out which is the smallest among 500, 400, and 300. So in this case, we have 300. 300 is the smallest of them all. So we only have two numbers left. They are 500 and 400. So what do you think is the smaller one? Is it 500 or 400? Good job. The correct answer is 400. So since we only have one number left, we're just going to put it down or write it down. Okay? So for the number 3, we have the numbers 548, 248, and 448, and 348. We're going to pick again the smallest number among them, which is 248. Okay? So we are going to write 248 down here. Okay? And then we're going to decide which is the smallest number in here from 548, 448, and 348, which in this case is 348. So we only have two numbers left, so we will decide which is the smaller one. Is it 548 or 448? Very good, it is 448. So we only have one remaining number, it is 548, which means it is the biggest of them all. So we're going to write it to the last one. Okay. So in this case, or in this set of numbers, we will see that the pattern is counting up by 100 because each number increases by 100. Okay? So that is all for today. I hope that you learned something from Teacher Lance. Remember, in determining what is the next number in the number patterns, you have to compare the two last numbers in the patterns. Okay? So now, I would leave you with that. Thank you and God bless. Happy learning!